Hello, dear didgeridoo friends. Welcome back to this video series called Yidaki Masterclass. I'm Olaf. The last video for this series I filmed 6 months ago. Would you believe it? Then Corona hit very hard, as you know. I was filming like crazy other things, video courses for download. But now this is done, and I am coming back to this video series and other stuff just for fun. And I found out, especially the last 6 months, filming like crazy, I learn a lot myself from having to put things in words, the right words. This very video here I was filming some days ago, and then again some days before them, and also today I make some versions because I want to find the right words. I want to explore things by talking about it. And this topic, of course, is not the easiest one. I'm talking in this video about Egoless playing the Yidaki, mago, didgeridoo. In a way, it is still traditional way of playing. You see, in a ceremony, an Aboriginal Yidaki or mago player can be swapped. Maybe he's tired, maybe drunk, or just another player is to be playing now. And it doesn't matter who plays. They are all good. They know all, if ceremonial players, what to play, what sound at a very specific moment, because them songs are set. They are traditional songs, and there is no interpretation as a concept, no improvisation. It has to be played exactly like that, every sound, every rhythm, in a very specific tempo, and there is no margin for doing things differently. That's why a player in the Aboriginal culture needs years and years to learn this stuff. And this all means, at least in ceremonial songs, the ego of the player is no part of it, because you can swap every player and they sound all more or less the same good. Having a personal style, of course, yes, but it's kind of not allowed to play in a personal style in them traditional songs. There are other occasions where they can play, and with joy, how they play, their personal style. Interestingly, it's kind of the same in European classical music. My mother in her lifetime was a musical teacher, and she taught me Bach, the German composer Bach. He wrote his music, composed his music, not to lift himself up as a human being, an ego, becoming famous. This might be a thought in the background, but his main thing writing his music was to praise God, the creation. Therefore, I have learned, if you go to a Bach concert, you not really want to hear this specific player, let's say playing an organ or piano, or a specific orchestra. I mean, not the individuals, but you want to hear the whole big picture, the praising God thing. Doesn't matter who plays it, that's the general idea, so I was taught. So it's also not about the ego of the player, same like in the Aboriginal culture. Not a great margin for playing your own interpretation. Good. And that and some other thoughts I had in the last time inspired me to explore in my playing, because I know for now almost 20 years I play with ego because I have nothing else. Like most of the other players, men, women, especially trying to play traditional way of playing Yidaki and mago. You have no proper education, you are no Aborigine, so there has to be, can't be anything different, there has to be a kind of insecurity. So you cannot fall back on good education. You have to invent things for yourself, you have to pick up some information here and there and try to become a decent player. But there's always, in every tune you play, the question, do I do it right? And in most of the years I had discussions with audiences, mostly friendly but sometimes not, about white men cannot play traditional way. Yeah, no way, cannot be. And that bites pieces of your confidence, really. Now that I am kind of fairly decent player, having my stuff together in technical terms, I feel there is still audible an ego thing that served kind of well in all the years, kept me alive, but now coming into the next phase of musicianship, letting the ego go and see what happens. Improvising, I mean, I was improvising all the time in every sound, but being more like a channel, let it flow. Don't think, don't judge, not have a goal, not have a will. If voice comes, then it comes. If not, then not. If you play a wrong technical wrong sound, then okay, it happened. It's not the end of the world, and the next one will be better. But you really play and trust, deeply trust, you will make it good, because there is no ego you want to satisfy or you have to nurture your ego. You just do what you do with joy, And that's kind of new in my book. Not completely new, but definitely worth to be explored. So let's start this in this video, and the next ones, I guess, because it's a big thing. I play now without, at least I try, but I am positive it will be working, without a goal. I trust the right things will happen. Yeah, I have nothing else on my mind. Just start to play, improvise, let it flow, let it go. Kind of worked. Having no fear, loving to improvise, enjoying the moment without your self in it really. That's interesting. Let's explore it in the next videos more. Thank you.